First, the headlines: killing innocent people, an act of terrorism. Those involved will be punished, says Chief Minister N. Biren. Shooting unabated in Andhra AC, unknown persons open fire at Andhra Marine Thelaikai. Manipur University observes completion of 16 years as a central university. Hello and a very good evening. You're watching the Mami TV English News Bulletin. I'm ALBINA RIAMEI. Chief Minister N. Biren has condemned the killing of 3 persons at B. Gamnom village by unknown armed militants yesterday during a funeral service for the slain cadres of a Kuki militant group who were killed in an encounter with the security forces on October 10. In yesterday's open firing, 3 people, including an 8-year-old boy and the village chief of MP Kulen, died, while a 2-year-old sustained serious injuries. Stating the incident as an act of terrorism, Chief Minister Biren said his government will not remain quiet if the peaceful coexistence of the people is threatened. In a press release, he said there is no room for violence in democracy. Condemning the incident, he promised to provide security to the people who have not been able to return home following the incident. Top police officers have been informed to safeguard the people, while Assam Rifles, Army and Manipur Police were instructed to take actions against those involved in the incident. The release further informed the department concerned to take up necessary steps to save the life of the injured child. In an incident that occurred yesterday around 11 p.m. at the Andhra Marine Thelaikai under Andhra Police Station, unidentified gunmen reportedly fired some rounds in the air at the gate of one C.H. Mani, a resident of the locality. Residents of Andhra Marine Thelaikai held a public meeting at the community hall today and strongly condemned the incident. Speaking on the matter, Mairapai B. Amusna strongly voiced against such incidents of terrorizing the people of the locality and creating unwanted issues. The local club had earlier kept vigil and restricted movement of people in the locality after 6 p.m., stated Amusana. She appealed to the authority concerned to look into the matter.
Lakai sida thok athok tholiba irang sagat piriba machi akoi kalap na so lakai macha ani na so aya yadaba si sumaina nungdangi pung tar tegi changba yani athingba lai harbane adu mito khangde akoi lakai si khangde changjalaga sumaina irang sagat pachi ima hoji pum cha phang khangdre adu namasi mari laina ba singna yengchan biyo isa shu singje lai phang khangdre
yumaka nomai kapchen ba koi janani Andhra Marine Thelaikai ki praja sinda numidang da kihan khangan ba
On the other hand, Lairen, mother of C.H. Mani, informed that on 8 October at around 11 p.m., a few unidentified armed persons came looking for C.H. Mani and threatened to kill him if they failed to bring him out. Further, the following day, on 9 October, another group of unidentified men dressed in police uniform came looking for her. Again, Lairen added. After indulging in a long conversation with said unidentified persons, they intimidated her and said her son should not involve in any election-related work or campaign, she asserted, and also appealed to the concerned authority to look into the matter and address the issue.
Adu amana tu pitu ni, saya tu tiap mak sama mamu. Masak dia urus atau kami, aduga. ꯑꯁꯤꯁꯤ ꯗꯩ ꯃꯤꯅꯦꯗꯤ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯃꯃꯤꯡ ꯃꯊꯥ ꯈꯪꯗꯦꯕ ꯑꯩꯁꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯣꯏꯁꯤꯅ ꯍꯩꯔꯝꯃꯤꯁꯤ ꯄꯥꯎꯆꯥꯡꯒ ꯅꯆꯥꯅꯤꯄꯥꯗꯨ ꯀꯥꯞꯊꯣꯛꯑꯒ ꯍꯥꯞꯂꯣꯛꯑꯒ ꯈꯔꯕꯗ ꯍꯥꯞꯄꯤꯔꯛꯑꯒꯦ ꯐꯣꯠꯆꯦꯜ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯀꯥꯞꯊꯣꯛꯍꯟꯅꯤꯡꯗ꯭ꯔꯗꯤ ꯐꯣꯠꯆꯦꯜ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯀꯅꯣ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯊꯥꯐꯝꯗꯣ ꯊꯥꯅꯤꯡꯉ ꯊꯥꯍꯜꯂꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯐꯣꯠ ꯑꯝꯇ ꯌꯥꯎꯍꯟꯕ ꯌꯥꯔꯣꯏ ꯋꯥꯔꯅꯤꯡꯅꯤ ꯑꯁꯤꯅꯤ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯅꯆꯥꯗꯣ ꯁꯤꯅ ꯐꯪꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯝꯃꯦꯕ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ
Manipur University today observed the completion of 16 years as a central university. The university was converted into a central university under the Manipur University Act 2005 on 13 October 2005. The observance was held at the court hall of the university. As part of the program, a discussion on Manipur University problems and prospects was held. Speaking on the occasion, Vice Chancellor of MU, Professor Naurem Lokendra said, since MU is a central university, every student's faculty and university work is monitored by the government of India. Meanwhile, academic and intellectual forums are also monitoring academic growth of the university, its contribution to development of the state, imparting knowledge to the people and regional issues of the state. Professor Lokendra said teachers, students and researchers of the university are contributing towards nation building, global growth and development by imparting hope and knowledge.
India da yamna prestigious oiba aduga Manipur University degi thorakpa satra sing Manipur University gi faculty sing aduga Manipur University ga mari leinaba thabak thorom sing da thoi bau thodok wathok mayam sing ase government of India gi yamna interest amaga loinana yam concern amaga loinana yengi bani moisu Manipur University academic growth Manipur University gi infrastructural growth Manipur University's contributions to nation's development, Manipur University's contributions to human knowledge, and Manipur University's contribution to regional growth and development. See, tongan ba Government of India ki academic forum sing, intellectual forum, Government of India ki tongan ba administrative department sing isna yam kupna yeng ba adugumba ko university mo gare.
Naga People's Division organized a one-day political conference yesterday at Christian Community Hall, Chandal. Speaking on the occasion, Forest Minister Awangbo Nyumai accused political parties for not giving freedom to the MLAs, resulting in lack of development in hill areas of the state. Despite having 20 MLAs in hill areas, he said NPF will always work for the welfare of the people. He advised people not to get distracted by the money and development work taken up as part of election campaign. Minister Awangbo Nyumai appealed to the people to choose the right representative from NPF so that people of the hill areas get their rights. Manipur Students Federation MSF today observed its 23rd Foundation Day at its head office at Kwakaitel, Thaunawzam Lekai. The federation was founded at GP Women's College on October 13, 1998. Members of MSF Presidential Committee T.H. Udoy Luang and S. Ronald Meitei, Chief Advisor of the Federation Laishram Lukoy, former presidents and advisors presided over the function as the Presidium members. The function began after unfurling the party flag. They also observed 2-minute silence to late members of MSF. Later, a souvenir was also released. As part of the observance, a blood donation camp was organized. Speaking on the occasion, President of MSF, Kangebam Bidyasagar said, since its establishment, MSF has worked on many state-related issues, more importantly for the students. The Federation will continue to face every challenge for the people and students of the states, he said. MSF will continue their academic campaign, Ekoilerik Ningtina Tamsi, after educational institutions of the state reopens. They informed to take up action against government and private schools which violated the criteria laid down by Bossam and Kosim.
Manipur ki election si February da tawni haidana hujungang nan khabar da thengna jare haitare asigi matang ji da covid third wave la ani haibadagi akhang hai singa khabar amadi print amadi electronics media gi kuthang da lakthoki ba mayam ama laikhre hoju thengna jare adubu Manipur da di hoji election gi namada meeting mayam am pangthok ba asi tawbiganu third wave asina la agadi election layena khoi sangoi do budi nate tawu second dose ka pagadi make asina sanga ju khara makhai ding athok ngami haidana akhang hi medical gi site gi lakthoki ba laikhrabani na mipum khuding ba vaccine ka thok piu.
In an effort to impart skills-based training to the residents of the SO came of Jerare at Munvalai, New Taikot in Churachandpur district, Khuga Battalion of Assam Rifles today launched a skill development program. The training program is titled Siamjilna Le Kilam Thakna, meaning new skills, renewed lives. Inspector General of Assam Rifles South, Major General Alok Naresh, inaugurated the program. Various dignitaries from Assam Rifles and members of Jedaro attended the program. Speaking on the occasion, Inspector General Alok said the endeavor of this initiative is to empower the trainees to successfully compete with their counterparts in the professional and social domain. They plan to establish larger units of heavy processing plants at the camp to provide opportunities to the residents, he said. Phases of 30 days. The first phase of the training includes skill training like shoeing, carpentry and IT training. Humanism Foundation provided equipments and trainers required for the skill development training.
It all depends on you all, that how many kind of response you give to this. As I mentioned, I repeat myself that in case if we find some kind of enthusiasm, some kind of involvement from your side, sky is the limit. So in the end, I once again compliment each one of you. I would also make a mention the party CEO 46 Assam Rifles and his team of officers and men, those who have made it possible. I would also like to appreciate the efforts made by Brigadier Ashish Ranjan, Commander 27 Sector, for making it possible. Most importantly, all of you.
Sarungbam Bimol has denied any connection with the clash between candidate supporters that took place at Yaripok Yambem in Andhra Assembly constituency. He condemned the allegation towards him regarding the incident. Addressing the media at press conference held yesterday at his residence at Yaripok Yambem Makhalekai, Keso said Yambem Makha Youth Development Committee organized an election campaign for former MLA TH Shyam Kumar at the residence of Bimol. As part of election campaign for aspiring candidate of the constituency, Laurembam Sanjoy, his supporters chanted, "Go back Shyam Kumar" during a rally. As a result, confrontation broke out between both sides. He rubbished the allegation that Bimol's people had fired the shots which injured 6 persons. He appealed to the department concerned to look into the incident and to punish those involved. Locals of Moirang Municipal Council took to blocking of road to protest the inaction of concerned authority which has failed to repair and blacktop the stretch of road from Moirang Lamkhai to Moirang Laikurembi Bridge till date. The said road connects the places including Kumbi AC, Thanga AC, Sendra Tourist Spot, Kaibulam Jau National Park, INA Complex, Ibudao Thangjing Laikol and other such important places. Construction of the road was started under the Northeast Special Infrastructure Development Scheme but remains incompleted over a long period of time till date. Locals of the area took to agitate against the incompletion of road construction in the morning today. Speaking on the matter, a resident of the area stated that the people are ready to launch strong agitation if the road construction from Moirang Lamkhai to Moirang Kaithel is not completed before the 20th of this month.
Moirang Lamkhai dena bazar phong manung se lambi sembi da na koi praja myam si ware aduna tang kun phong manung da sembi da ga di akoi gi Moirang Lamkhai dena bazar phong manung si da sembi da ga di koi ban tau jira ga ni adu ko matam da sembi ro aduna Moirang Lamkhai dena bazar phong si gi lambi sembi da bada anaba mayam se phat ti sen phong da si do le aduna khara thuna simbi na batawro na taraga di akhoi mayam praja hauraga tangkun phong manung da tawidra di khoi ban tawran.
Hesitation, a team of Moirang police led by SDPOT Sanajauba reached the spot and successfully diffused the situation and the protest was withdrawn. Now we have a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
LX Sublimation. Pauna Bazaar, Imphal, JMG Shopping Complex, first floor. Mafam asida mug printing, cover printing, t-shirt, keychain, photo frame, sublimation ki pot khuding mag wholesale da pangbigani. Items available are mug printing, cover printing, t-shirt, keychain, photo frame. All the mentioned items will be available at wholesale rate in Alex Sublimation.
Welcome back. India registered 15,823 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours, which was 10.5% higher than what the country had witnessed a day before, informed the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare today. The total COVID caseload in India has increased to 3,40,01,743. A total of 226 deaths were reported during the same time, increasing the total reported death count to 4,51,189. Meanwhile, a total of 22,844 patients recovered in the last 24 hours. As of this morning, India's recovery rate stood at 98.06%. India's active caseload has declined by 7,247 in the last 24 hours. India plans to sell Air India Limited, a regional arm, separately days after Tata Sons Limited emerged as the highest bidder for the parent carrier in an auction that didn't include the unit, underscoring Prime Minister Narendra Modi's attempts to steer the state away from involvement in private sector business. The sort of market alliance air service is distinctly different from that of its parent, and the government therefore took a decision to exclude it from the sale process. Tuhin Kanta Pandey, the top bureaucrat at India's Department of Investment and Public Asset Management, told reporters in New Delhi on Tuesday. The administration expects to complete the Air India sale by December, with a ground handling unit being hived off first, he said. Hailing Veer Savarkar as a staunch nationalist and India's first military strategist in the 20th century, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh on Tuesday said it was on Mahatma Gandhi's request that he wrote mercy petitions to the British, and people from the Marxist and Leninist ideology wrongly accused him as a fascist. He described Savarkar as a national icon at an event to release a book on him and said he gave the country a robust defence and diplomatic doctrine. He was an icon of the Indian history and will remain so. There can be a difference of opinion about him, but to look down on him as inferior is not appropriate and justifiable. He was a freedom fighter and a staunch nationalist, but people who follow the Marxist and Leninist ideology are the ones who accuse Savarkar of being a fascist, Singh said, adding that the hatred towards Savarkar is illogical and unplaced. The Narcotics Control Bureau (NCB) filed its reply on Aryan Khan's bail plea on Wednesday, saying that the accused are involved in a conspiracy. A special court will now hear the matter around 2:45 today. According to sources, the NCB is likely to oppose the bail application of Bollywood actor Shah Rukh Khan's son Aryan Khan in connection with the cruise ship drug bust case. As many as 20 people have been arrested in the case so far. Last week, Aryan was remanded to judicial custody for 14 days, after which he immediately moved court seeking bail. Aryan's bail plea was also rejected by the magistrate court on October 8. The bail plea was again heard before the special NDPS court on Monday, but the court posted the matter for further hearing on Wednesday, seeking the NCB's reply. Before we end the bulletin, the top news headlines once again. Killing innocent people an act of terrorism. Those involved will be punished, says Chief Minister N. Biren. Shooting unabated in Andhra AC. Unknown persons open fire at Andhra Marine Thelaikai. Manipur University observes completion of 16 years as a central university. That's all for now. Thank you for joining us. Have a great evening.